Hello, I hope you're well. Welcome to another video. I hope you've been enjoying the new types of videos that I've been putting on here. Today's is a little bit different as well. I'm tweaking them as I go. Please don't think that the world messages are going to go or anything like that. That will come in the collective reading. It's going to incorporate a little bit of the tarot, but there'll be world messages and predictions, and that'll be on a Monday. On Wednesday, I'm going to be doing some different types of more informative ones that are about a little bit of background to the spiritual world, things like that. But put it this way, I'm going to be doing one on the Eye of Horus next week, and things, because I've started doing a lot of research into everything, and basically for my coaching clients, so my psychic development coaching clients. So I'm going to be presenting some information about that and any messages I receive about things like that as well. Eye of Horus, alien beings, whatever, because I've been seeing some very strange things again. And it'll incorporate, these videos are going to incorporate a little bit about my experience as well, just to inspire you to think about your own spiritual experience and what you may be seeing or what may be going on around you that you've noticed that nobody else has. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing some psychic development coaching as well, basically about divination, how to do certain divination, tarot, runes, or anything that's spiritual, connecting with your angels, alien beings, whatever. We are going to look at that as well, and we're going to do some coaching about your spiritual journey as well. So there are going to be, at this rate, there are going to be quite a few videos going out. They may alternate each week, but that's what I'm hoping to. So expect videos Mondays, Wednesdays, did I do Saturdays as well, and there may be one Thursday, I'm unsure yet, or Sunday, I'm not sure. I have got a video I'm going to put out for the members as well, the Orion members and up, which is about going through a Groundhog Day in your spiritual journey and what to do about that as well. So that'll be coming out very shortly. That's already done. So watch for that on the Orion membership. So if you're not already a member of this channel, you can be, because I'm going to be putting a lot more videos on there as well, exclusive videos. You get the videos ad-free as well, and earlier, a little bit earlier too, okay? And yeah, members chat will be coming on some of the videos once I get everything settled as well. Okay, so what am I going to talk about today? Well, it's something I've been going through, and I know a lot of other people are going through. I've discovered that in a lot of the personal readings I've been doing, which you can have details or down below on the website as well. Okay, and that's reluctance to accept the spiritual journey, fear of it, distrust of it as well. And I've been there myself, so I thought I'd do a little bit about that today, and there'll be a few tidbits about things I've been experiencing recently that have actually helped to convince me of the way I'm going is the correct way, way on my path. So that's what today's video is all about. So when you're reluctant to accept your spiritual journey, your spiritual mission, and your life purpose. So I've written quite a few things down because I don't know, I wanted to get this right because it's something big, and as I say, I think a lot of people have been going through it. And the first thing I'm going to say that you will have been doing, if you are, it's like this nagging little voice at the back of your head tells you, you should do this, you should give readings, you should set up a healing practice, you should give up your job and do whatever, you should do this, you should do that. And it's coming from the back of your head, this little voice, or you're being shown signs by your angels and guides, but you're a little bit afraid of how to do it. And of course, we always need a plan. We can't just dive into these things. So let's talk about some of the things that may be stopping you from actually embracing your spiritual journey and what you may be doing to sabotage yourself as well. So we're going to look at self-sabotage first. And the first thing is using distractions. Been there, done it. This often involves looking back to the past as well and seeing that things, oh, maybe if I just tweak this, it'll work again. I can retrieve what I had in the past. Or, you know, I can go back to this relationship. We can do it different this time. In some cases you can. I'm not going to say that it's, oh, no, you can't. But it would take obvious growth that would have had to happen for each partner first. And, you know, acceptance of the new in each partner as well. And yeah, before we go on, I don't know if you can see the person who is forming, spiritual being forming on the curtain, and I've just seen a bit of a shadow go past me, so I don't know if any of you saw that. But I'm always testing you whether or not you can see. This is part of my coaching, to get people to see what's really there, not what they think is there, as in everyday objects, everyday, you know, thoughts and feelings. I want you to see beyond that. So that's how I'm going to test you as we go through this. Okay, so using distractions. That can be working hard at a job. You know it's not going to work, but you try in vain for it to work again. Or a relationship when you know fine well. But there's a safety in that. If I busy myself with this, I'll forget about this thing because I am too scared to take the, you know, the step forward. Too distrustful of it. You know, what if it goes wrong? What if this happens? What if, and that anxiety that sits there. And they're still going to keep giving you signs. They're still going to be carefully nudging you in the direction. You may bring things on your path that you don't want, experiences. So it convinces you to move on, that you have no choice. And I've had that a lot. So, you know, things may be, you will have a lot of what they call in the tower moment, you know, the tarot card, which brings in, sorry, I think somebody went past that, but somebody brings, you know, somebody or something brings in a big change into your life. The universe will allow them to do that, or create one itself, just to show you that you're on the wrong path and to nudge you in the right direction. So, but you be using many distractions. You could be using addictions to distract you, to forget, anything like that, okay? Then we have, you've got a fear of committing, okay? You may have committed to something in the past and it hasn't worked. That's where this trust comes in as well. And it's almost like, well, that happened before. How can I do this new thing? The same thing will happen again. But you've got to try these things, you know, you've got to take a tentative step. Some of you may be dipping your toes in the water and then, that's still not so sure. Not so sure. And you're frightened to push yourself. So you've got to look at your commitment issues there. What has happened to you in the past that has caused these commitment issues? You need to heal that, to turn and face it, maybe get therapy in some cases, but turn and face it and look at it, because that's what's blocking you. There's something blocking you. There's something that's caused a fear of commitment and to try new things in your past. So you need to face it, to heal it, so you can move on. Yeah, that links into my past experiences, you know, as I said. There could be people in your life who have tried things before as well and they haven't worked. It doesn't say that it's not going to work for you. You have to come into something at a different angle. You have to try. Sometimes you will have to try quite a few times at things to actually get to where you need to be. And it's the fear of going through that process. I have been there. And you put your heart and soul into something and, you know, it's not the right thing. People don't want it. If you're selling something, or there's something wrong with it, and you've just got to keep tweaking, you've got to keep changing something, yeah, and always keep changing your perspective, tweaking your perspective into things. Spirit will help you do that. Your guides, angels, ancestors will help you do that. It's part of your journey, it's part of your learning, okay? And sometimes you've got to keep falling down until you can stand up. You know how to stand up. You have to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet and stand up and be successful in something. And you know, failure is part and parcel of being successful, okay? So lack of self-confidence, that comes into other, you know, again, past experiences. It could be that somebody in your life has always put you down, or hasn't had confidence in themselves, and it's sort of filtered to you. That can be growing up. Again, you can, you know, talk that out with somebody, or you can just, you know, feel the fear and do it anyway, and work on your self-confidence, do some self-confidence building exercises, yeah, do that kind of thing. And I could certainly help you with that, finding your confidence with your spiritual abilities. We do that in psychic development coaching and the angel coaching as well. So check that out. All my details for the coaching, all the different types of coaching packages I offer, are in the description below. Okay, now one of the biggest things with this self-sabotage is fear of your own power. Some of you are, I've had this myself, some of you out there are frightened of just how powerful you are as a spiritual being, frightened of knowing who you really are. You know, you could have had somebody in the past, parent, you could have had anybody, you know, school teacher or whatever, who's been frightened of their own power, and or they're frightened of yours, as in they're jealous of it, or they don't want you being better than them, and something like that, that's kept you down and squashed it and made you frightened of your own power, frightened of the things that you can do. I mean, society does that to us all the time, yeah. It's just something that's pushed at us all the time. They don't want us coming out of our shells and being who we really are, because that's threatening, okay? And they can't keep controlling that. But as you've seen in the world, this big change is going on. There are people desperately trying to squash everybody back in their place, but they can't. It's because the evolution is continuing and will do so until it reaches its natural end and the task has been completed. Okay, so that is on the world scale, but it's also happening in your life. It's happening to everybody at the moment. We're being asked to come out of our shells and be who we really are. And you've got to find ways to overcome that fear, be better than your, you know, that ancestor or whoever, you know, tried to squash you down. You have to see your own power, because it's screaming at you. That voice in your head is saying, I can do this. They mightn't have been able to do it, but I can do it because I can see where they went wrong. I know how to do it a different way. Okay, or I am powerful. I can see this power in myself. I can't keep denying what I see, who I am, you know, how I can help the world. I'm here to help change it. And it's screaming at me. I have to have the confidence to do it. And you know, for those of you who've watched Red Dwarf, it's like Crichton trying to break his programming, you know, sneakhead, that kind of thing. Yeah. So you've got to break your programming, because we're all a product of our environments, whether we like it or not. We have our independent thought, but we also have, you know, this societal push and oh, I don't know why I wanted to say societal castration there, but that's what it kind of feels like, okay? And we want to, you know, push forward, but we have to break the product of our environment programming, you know, that's gone on in our heads, and that takes a lot of work. And some people are ready to commit to that, some people aren't. And if you're not, then you need to examine why you're not committed to yourself and why you wouldn't want to push yourself forward and be successful and be everything that you were meant to be. You know, are you going to go off this world being what your mother told you or what your father told you. You know, hey, I've been there. I'm not telling you anything I haven't gone through myself and still going through to a certain extent. You are here to be a person, not always what society wants you to be. You are here to be a good, loving, kind person who helps everyone and more importantly, helps yourself. Doesn't go too far in helping everyone because that doesn't work either, and we'll get to that. Okay. But this is your life purpose. What are you here to do? I would suggest, 10 minutes contemplation time, writing down, journaling, something like that. What are your resources? What are your skills? What do you want to do? Because what you really want to do is your life purpose. Okay. So you've got fear of your own power. Now we've got not trusting what you see or hear. That is lack of self-trust. Okay, that comes back to lack of self-confidence. That takes building and it takes practice. Okay, so I suggest practicing. It's like I show you the television here. I say to some of my clients, sit in front of the television with it off, because it's a great scrying tool. You can use black obsidian as well. Okay, anything like that, even a mirror, but that's a little bit more advanced, the mirror. I would suggest a TV, okay, because it's a black surface. Okay, and sit in front of it, just do 5 minutes a day, whatever you want to do, whatever you a couple of times a week or 3 times a week, something like that, and just tune in to what you can see around you. As I say, this is why I sit here, because I want you to see what you can see through the TV here that's going on in the room. Okay, so let me know, comments, what you see. Okay, and that's how you can develop your third eye. Okay, and seeing what you can see. Okay, you may hear sounds, you may feel things, you may have scent. Everybody has different abilities. You may have them all, or you may have one or two. And there are reasons for that, because Spirit may want you to concentrate. If you have just one or two, it's because Spirit may want you to concentrate on those ones, or it's not yet your time to go up to those other levels. We're always going up levels. I think till the day we die, we're probably going up spiritual levels. Okay, and psychic development as well. So start with that. Yeah. If you're, I don't know, if you can't see, if your vision is impaired in any shape or form, then listen, feel, touch. You'll be surprised. You can start to feel energy, see energies. You don't need need your physical eyes. Eventually, you are looking through your third eye, because a lot of mediums, I have this experience. I can close my eyes and I can still see what's going on in the room. Okay, but this is a tool to practice with. So if it's something else, if it is hearing, whatever, then sit quietly and listen. And it may be when you, others of you, when you do the scrying here, you may hear things, feel things, whatever. But spend that 5 minutes a day, if you can, doing that alone. Make sure nobody's in the room, okay? And see what you can see, feel, hear, touch, smell, whatever. Use your senses and train them to be alert to what's going on, okay? Okay, now there's this feeling not good enough as well. Oh, I can't do that. That's for other people. Everybody has a psychic ability and it's about training it, okay? Everybody can do it. It just takes, you will feel at first that you're a complete fool, that you're actually talking to yourself, okay? And that will happen to you occasionally anyway. That is something you just have to keep working on, okay, in my experience. There may be others who be, I completely trust. Well, good for you. Yeah, okay. But there are times when you go, was that really me? Oh, was that my mind? Was it? That is natural. That's supposed to be there. They will often come through in your voice, in your mind, okay? Then sometimes you will hear them, physically hear them. Or sometimes it's an odd experience, but you will hear their voice in your mind. But quite often they come through your own voice in your mind. But you know it's not you because it's completely different. You just get to know. It's a feeling. Trust that feeling, okay? So it's all about training yourself, okay? And you can't suppress if you're seeing things and feeling things. Trying to use distraction with that is just not going to work, because it's just going to get stronger and stronger. Spirit are going to keep nudging you. You can't keep switching off your abilities and using distractions. You have to accept the journey at some point, because it's being shoved in your face all the time. Okay. Now, you may, when you're reluctant to accept your personal spiritual journey, you may have a fear of losing out somewhere else. Oh, if I go and do this, is it going to make me any money? Is it going to do this? Is it going to do that? I need money. I need this. I need that. Or love. I need what? Well, you're not going to lose out anywhere else, because Spirit have guided you here. This is your life purpose. This is your journey. If you are expected to do something else, then you will be shown that. Is it again coming back to trust, okay? And belief, self-belief. I can do this. I can be successful at this. Because at the end of the day, there are a lot of people out there, I've noticed, that think spiritual mediums, anybody creative, is not worth paying for. They only think that tech people are, or people who are pushing pens in an office, whatever, are worth paying for. Anything creative or anything spiritual, some people believe, quite a lot unfortunately, that it should be for free. Well, that's not fair and that's not correct, okay? Because you have to have this energy exchange, and money is energy, okay? And you need to be paid for what you give, okay? You know, I get this a lot when I've done writing. People do not want to pay for writing, for books. They think they should be free. A lot of people, I'm not saying everybody's like that, but they think that all the time that you spend, you know, could be hours, could be years, whatever, doing that book, that it should be free. I should just be able to access anything. Well, no, you can't. That's where your self-worth comes in. Believing in yourself, believing in your self-worth, believing that this is who you are and what you were meant to do. And it does need reciprocation, okay? It's part of the journey. And I believe it's actually a test from Spirit about self-worth, okay? A lot of self-worth. And it's also about doing what you should be doing, rather than, oh, society says I should go and work in a bank. I will be respected. Yeah, some people are respected working in a bank, because at the end of the day, they're still doing a job, a spiritual job that helps people get the money that they need to start businesses. It's all important. But there are so many societal norms that say that kind of work is above everything else. So these are the things that may be putting you off. You've got to have your self-worth. I am important. I am worthy of this. I can be a success at this. I am allowed to be a success at this. I am allowed to be paid for my work. Okay. Now you can take that into any job, you know, for quite a lot of people, because you've always got somebody looking down their nose at you, whoever you are. Yeah. I mean, for heaven's sake, we look down at the Prime Minister, or we look down at whoever, looking at idiots, yeah. Shouldn't be paid so much or whatever. But everybody, it's about self-worth. I would love a planet without any money, yeah? But unfortunately, that's the system we operate on at the moment. So you must have your self-worth, and don't think, oh, if I become spiritual, I can't be paid, so I'm not going to do that. That's utter rubbish, okay? Sorry. But it is. Okay, yeah, and the other thing is, you may be wanting to impress somebody else. Oh, this could be parent, been there, done it, okay? Could be, oh, I shall be, my parent, they could have been a narcissist, whatever. My parent values people who work in an office. They want me to be this, that, and the other, so I'm going to go and do what they want. Believe me, this can carry on into your 50s, trust me, and beyond. Okay, I should be this because this is what's expected of me. This is what's valued by the people around me. Stop people pleasing, okay, because they need you to be your true, authentic self to get them out of their problems, yeah, or to see that they need to upgrade their spirituality and learn from their mistakes. You know, the world needs you. Yeah, it's very important. Okay, so it's people are all on their own journeys. Okay, and you'll often find that somebody's done something to them to make them feel that way, and they're just passing it on. Who's going to break the chain here? Okay. And then we've got the scarcity mindset again, which comes back to what I was saying before about the will I be able to make enough money? Yes, you will be able to make enough money, okay? Because you're doing a service. You're you're going to be the best that you can be at that. Your goal is to help people. Your goal is to change the world, be a better person, set people on their own path who've got lost. Yes, you are needed. So yes, the universe is going to provide good money for you, okay? And guide you in the right direction. You will always have enough. And in some cases, you may have more. And what you choose to do with that more, helping more people, doing whatever, is up to you. But you are meant to be that person. Okay, and then we've got the time-old classic, religious beliefs. Yes, what you've been grown up with. Now, I'm confirmed Church of England, yeah? And I've said this many times on here. I had a grandmother who was a Methodist who went to a Baptist church and found a lot of peace there. I had an atheist uncle. I had an uncle who believed Jesus was a spaceman, okay, and came from the stars. I have a Catholic father, okay, a Methodist mother who brought us, my brother and I, up as Church of England. So it's all here, yeah, and I don't give a toss what you are, okay? Your spiritual journey, your spiritual beliefs, if you are changing your beliefs, then that's you evolving. I got told by an interfaith minister that I would continue evolving. I showed you in my video the other day where my beliefs were taking me. Yeah, they were taking me off the chart. Somewhere I can't even reach at the moment, and I keep searching. Okay, so you've got to embrace that. It's scary, and there are people around you who may put you down. Keep them to yourself. You know, I find religion as a very private thing. I don't care what you are, or maybe your ideas within your religion are actually evolving, but they're still within those parameters. You are an individual. You are here to do that, okay? But keep them quiet. Keep them to yourself. Nobody has to know about your practice, okay? And if you are, spiritually evolving to the point that you want to create a practice, to go out there and be different, then I'm afraid you have to have the courage of your convictions, okay? And to thine own self be true. It's the best piece of advice my mother ever gave me, and I didn't get on with half the time, but it's the best. Yeah, okay, I can hear it. Polonius has advice to his son Laertes in, I think it's Hamlet, yeah. To thine own self be true. It's a tough journey. Get support. Find like-minded people. You don't have to be alone in this journey, okay? You can reach out to me as well if you would like to. And, as I say, we can look at that awakening and how to deal with it in the coaching, in the psychic development coaching, the angel coaching, okay? Ask your angels, guides, ancestors for help and guidance to that. They're already giving it to you, but ask them to show more signs and ask for protection. You can always call on Archangel Michael for protection. Okay, so it's talking about letting go of your fear of who you really are. It's almost like I can say right now, you coming out of your shell, coming out of your little egg. Yeah. I just heard now, I'm just using things from the religion I've been in, but you may have different examples. This is non-denominational. I do not prescribe to any religion, okay? But bearing your cross, yeah? Okay, and carrying it with pride. Okay, so I don't know any other comparisons. I'm very interfaith. I love that concept and idea. Okay, I went to a lady who was an interfaith minister, and she was taking from all different religions to help me sort out some problems. So that's what I'm about, interfaith here. Okay, and off the chart. They're all just belief systems. Okay, even atheism. So okay, so I want you to embrace your uniqueness, to have the courage to embrace who you are. Stop people pleasing, okay? You are important as well as other people, okay? And otherwise, Spirit will take you around what I call the mulberry bush. Here, going around the mulberry bush, with cycles until you work it out where you're supposed to be and you take the plunge. So you'll just keep repeating a cycle, which we talk about in tarot, you know, until you get there. Been there, done it several times. Okay, so I wanted to, just help you on your journey with that. I had to acknowledge where I was going after I saw something very special before. I keep seeing an eye, huge eye, and I was standing looking in the mirror and I saw this big, it looked like a ball with an eye in, and I see sort of these strands coming off. In fact, it looked like, at first I thought, oh no, they're showing me another spider, but they're strands of something. I can't even explain it to you. And I saw an alien being, looked like a grey being, but I'm not sure, showing me this above my head. So I'm going to leave that there, though. That was basically for me. You need to sort out your commitment issues. I'm going to go away and do another little video about what I've seen, because it's important that you see it. Please check out the memberships, because I'm going to be putting on extra videos there. One's going on there, but if you're suffering from Groundhog Day, you wake up to the same day over and over again, it's connected to this basically. But I'll put that video on the Orion membership later, and I'll be doing more. And as I say, things are changing. If you want coaching from me for your awakening, for if you want to learn the tarot more, we can do that. We can do full-on psychic development, helping you get to the point where you can do your own spiritual practice, bringing out your own innate healing abilities, all of that kind of thing. Connecting to your angels and the angel coaching, and how you want to learn more about the angels, and receive messages from them and give people messages from them. We can do that as well. Details below. If you want a personal reading, you want healing, please contact me as well. Okay, and I hope that has been of help, and I would love to know if you've seen anything, if you've been training your eyes on here. Okay, and I'll go away and do this video about what I've seen, and that will be on the memberships first. I'm not sure when it'll come out, maybe Sunday or Monday. You can find out what I've been seeing. There will be, as I say, collective reading. There are going to be a couple of shorts as well, that just give a little bit of information now about coaching or tarot or things like that. So yeah, and if you'd like to donate to the channel, that would be fantastic, because that would be ploughed back into the channel as well. Okay, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time.